Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So we'll look at my last Wave 2 Masters of the Universe Origins unboxing. We'll look at a few sales, but I also want to go over an interesting viewer comment, so let's check it out. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit, and I take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. Yeah, so I got an interesting comment just in from Dan Frisco. So this comment was left on one of my older videos earlier this year on how do eBay returns work and who pays for the return shipping. As I mentioned in that video and other times before, and other resellers will give you this advice when it comes to eBay, is that truly when it comes to offering returns, should you offer returns, should you not offer returns, you really should just offer returns. The reason why is because any savvy buyer knows, generally speaking, that all they got to do is select item not described. Even if you don't offer returns at all, if they select item not as described, they're going to be able to return that item. And so let's see. A comment from Dan is he's suggesting a way to, I guess, get around this or make it to where the buyer can't get. And you have to pay the return shipping, by the way. Whenever they do item not as described, you have to pay the return shipping. So Dan says, all you need to do is list in the description box, condition box, and title for parts, and then offer no returns on that listing. eBay will back you if the buyer claims ignorance. Okay, maybe, but we'll get to that. I think eBay even has a 4-part selection under the condition dropdown in some categories because there are so many listings for parts in certain categories. That's true, Dan. So they do have 4 parts as a listing for many categories. Don't think that's going to get you out of not having to pay for return shipping for an item not as subscribed. It's not going to matter, Sure, if the buyer somewhere admits that they just made a mistake and didn't read the listing, yeah, you might be able to get away with that. But let's be realistic. The buyer's not going to do that. They're not going to admit that they made a mistake. They're just going to say item not as subscribed and get it returned if they want to. You're powerless to that, and it's not a big deal. It's just part of doing business, realistically, you just, as part of doing business as an eBay seller, you have to understand you're going to get returns. Sometimes it's just because the buyer changed their mind, and you're going to make an excuse. That's the thing. They're just going to make an excuse. Item not as subscribed if they change their mind and they don't want your item, So might as well accept the returns because I believe that is tied to your top-rated seller discounts. And Dan, once again, it was an excellent comment, but I don't agree with you. I don't believe you to be correct. You would be correct in a rare occasion where you can actually catch the buyer in a comment or something suggesting that they just made a mistake, and if you didn't offer returns and they admit in writing or in attempting to offer a return, I guess if you offered no returns, the only way they would do that would be sending you a message saying that they made a mistake. In that case, if they then later decided to open an item not as described case, you could maybe have some evidence to show that they just made a mistake. But good luck with that. That's all I would say. I don't believe it's reliable. I believe the correct guidance to give people is to just offer returns because you're not going to get away with not offering returns anyways. That's the sound advice to give. But I thought it was a good topic to bring up. I'm not picking on you, Dan. It was a great comment. But I just wanted to talk about that because it's always a topic. It's a really good topic to debate. So let me know what you guys' opinion on that particular scenario. So yeah, you can sell non-working items on eBay, and there are people that make the mistake and they don't read, and they think, oh wow, they just see like a really cheap price, and they're like, wow, this PlayStation 4 is only $20. So it's not working, right, for parts or repair. So then they get it, they're disappointed, and they're like, they want to return it. Well, yeah, there might be some people that honestly make an honest mistake and contact you and say, I made a mistake. Are you gonna that brings into another question. So somebody contacts you and said, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. I didn't even read. I didn't realize it." You're gonna deny them a return? I mean, maybe you could work out a restocking fee with them or something. I mean, realistically, I don't think most sellers are gonna do that anyways. But thanks again, Dan, for the comment. It was a good one. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Well, I would also point out, let's just keep in mind, not everybody always sells items that are not working for parts or repair as well. So even if that does work, you're not going to be selecting that condition category very often unless you're like a straight up junk seller. So check this out. Thrift store pickup, 20 bucks, 10% military discount. The Shining movie poster, framed movie poster. Now, whether it's actually 1980 or not from that, you know, printed then, I doubt it, right? I mean, that would be, how lucky would that be? But this logo right here is the same logo that would be, as far as my initial research goes, would be possible that it's possible this could actually be a vintage poster, but based on the condition, I'm saying that's quite unlikely. Anyways, I'm just gonna figure out somewhere to put it, but can't be in here really, unless I put them up on the ceiling with my other horror posters. But then it'd be kind of hard to put a frame up there like that. Maybe I put it over there next to the washer and dryer. All right, here we go. Masters of the Universe Origins Wave 2, the last figure, Trapjaw. It's in the short box again. Let me just, in case you guys aren't understanding, here's a Masters of the Universe Origins Orco figure so you can see that there's no way that can sit flat in the box without being bent at least a little bit. So we're dealing with a little bending of the cards, but oh, and by the way, FedEx I observed them just straight up throw this box over my fence. Oh boy, it's hard being a Walmart collector from Walmart. Here we go, fourth figure, Trapjaw. Cool. This card looks good enough. It's just barely bent. At least they're just partially bent. It's not too bad. Ooh. That's definitely one we're opening. This one got really scuffed up on the front plastic. So yeah, this packaging is nice condition. Let's check out the back bio here. The cybernetic criminal can literally arm himself with any weapon he needs for battle. Okay, my wave 2 is complete for Master Universe Origins. So here we go, Trapjaw. Another comic book of the same one, Double Trouble. Trapjaw is one I had as a kid. It's one I remember having for the longest period of time. You know, I remember always seeing it around at my grandma's house, even after I stopped playing with those toys. That and Castle Grayskull and the Road Ripper. The other figures I kind of got lost track of, like He-Man, for example. All right, looks cool. His face looks different and everything from the original vintage one, that's for sure. But he's cool. Ooh, I got a little bit of sloppy paint on mine. Oh well, gives them character. I guess you could use that as an excuse. And someone mentioned, and I agree, the weapons accessories pack, they tape up way too tight. It's really hard to get them open. So Trapjaw has 3 accessories, detachable accessories. Now, one difference between the vintage figure and this one is it has a articulation right here at this joint. This used to just be a straight there we go. So you can posing with the weapons, and then any weapon that he's not using, there's hangers on his belt for the little holes for to hang the weapons on are very tight. You have to be careful not to bend your. I kind of bent my extra weapon a little bit. Still got his jaw action. So there we go, trap jaw, and here's the vintage trap jaw. So you can see some differences. I have vintage trap jaw for comparison, which is cool. All the Masters of the Universe Origins figures stand taller because the extra articulation in the joints. These had fixed, you know, that warrior stance joints. So cool. All right, I think I was able to come up with something to improvise and make it to where I can fit all the card backs in there. So I put the collector's case on a platform behind there that you can't see, pedestal, a box. So this guy goes higher all the way to the ceiling now, but now we can fit in all the card backs. So there we go. So there we go, the incomplete entire Masters of the Universe Origins line currently available. Alright, so my Pathfinder Tales books again. I'm actually down to, I only have 2 more of this copy, so after all these years I'm finally going to not be able to make this 3-pack sale anymore. I still have several copies of these 2. So I'll have to see if I want to try to just list these 2 together and try to do a sale like that after I sell 2 more of these. Many times I sold this. I wish I should have kept track. Alright, I sold that Leisure Suit Larry game already. Just recently got that this weekend at the thrift store for $3. I remember hearing about these games. They're from the 90s, I think. This was a compilation from 2006. This sold, total price paid by the customer, $21.07. 6 ounces. Alright, here's a interesting little buy. This is a vintage 49ers peanut mug. I think it used to have peanuts in it, and then it's you know, it can be a glass afterwards. I think it's either from the 80s or 90s. I can't remember now. Don't recommend buying it, but it did sell. It took a long time. $20.80 total paid by the customer. So I'll show you the padded envelope with a box thing. We'll try it. I had a question not too long ago about, will this box still fit in there? The 8x6 by 4 inch box into this. This material's been changed. It's a lot weaker. So what I'm going to do is try a Frankenstein on this box, and we'll see if we can make it work. Put some bubble wrap on our mug. So I'm going to try shortening the box by a little bit, so it won't be quite 4 inch, but it'll be a little bit shorter than that. So I'm crumpling it down a little bit, but it should still maintain that layer of cardboard protection basically. So then, to make life even easier, we'll make sure these ends are, that they're not sharp at all. We'll round them out basically, and we'll see if we can't get that in there. Yeah, so whenever I do it like that, it's actually fairly easy. So there you go, 8x6 by 4-inch box into a priority mail, padded flat rate. Just requires a tiny little bit of Frankensteining. All right, I sold this Donkey Kong Conga controller I had laying around for the GameCube. Picked this up for a couple bucks at the thrift store. Just never bothered to put it up for sale. Finally did. Sold it. Total price paid by the customer, $27.71. I think I can use this box. Just put a little padding on each, on the top and bottom. Just to where it has a little bit of padding. Yeah. Three-pounder. Okay, I put up for auction my Masters of the Universe figures that aren't collection worthy for me. You know, doubles that are of lesser grade than the ones I have currently in my collection. And some damaged accessories and stuff. So this stuff, even whenever it's in poor condition, sells, okay? So this lot of 5 figures in beat up condition and accessories, $43.99 total paid by the customer. That was on an auction. It got a few bids. I think I'm just going to throw everything in this bag and then in there. That way the accessories stay in there. Air pillows. Two pounds of vintage He-Man going out. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know about any interesting eBay tips, tricks, finds, or leave a comment down in the comment section just to say hi, or more questions are great. We'll go over them. I hope you enjoyed and have a good one.